Salutations! Today I'm going to be demonstrating how to create a simple animation in geometry expressions and export it as a JavaScript applet. We're going to create a simple crank slider showing how a rotational movement can be translated into a reciprocating linear movement. So we're going to first make the two segments that make up the crank slider, the crank AB and the slider BC, and constrain them to lengths A and B. Then, we're going to constrain the slider angle to variable theta. By constraining the angle of the crank to a variable theta, we can vary it to produce an animation. There are several animation modes. We can have the animation run once and stop. We can have it run once and reverse back to its starting value. We can have it oscillate infinitely, or the mode we want, which is having the animation continuously repeat. Now we can export this animation as a JavaScript applet by going to File, Export, and clicking on HTML5/JavaScript applet, and filling in the options. The JavaScript applet export is highly customizable. You can even specify your own custom theme by attaching a CSS file. Of note, there's numerous input options, so instead of having a text box for theta, I'm going to have a slider so that it will be animated in the JavaScript applet as well. And done! And this is the result, a standalone JavaScript applet that uses the same geometry simulation as geometry expressions itself. We can adjust the lengths of the crank and the slider in this variables panel and see very clearly how the mechanical advantage varies with the ratio of the crank and slider lengths, and we can play our animation with these new lengths. Thanks for watching!